It didn't seem like it happened on every Windows system. There's different versions and flavors and patch levels, if you will, and we're just trying to sort out where that negative interaction was.
Oh, it was negative, all right. Airports, hospitals, banks, state agencies, in the wee hours of the night across our nation, flights were halted. Workers were met with what is called, as you know, if you have a computer, the blue screen of death. All because the cybersecurity firm CrowdStrike pushed an update overnight that caused a huge number of Microsoft PCs to just malfunction. And that sent these United States into a tailspin. Tonight, most of our state's departments are back up and running, albeit limping. It's going to take a while before everything is back to normal, which I guess is fine since nothing is really normal anymore. Anyway, Kent?
Yeah, Jenna, well, that question about how long it will take, well, that'll take a while to answer. And here's why. Despite all of the big cyber attacks and hacks that we have seen that has crippled industries and even governments in recent years, this self-inflicted mistake, by many estimation, ranks as the largest IT outage in history. And it's because it comes from a trusted source.
If you're surprised that a simple software update could have the power to ground planes and send governments and the stock market scrambling, chances are you're not plugged into just how trusted CrowdStrike has become.
The only thing that surprises me is that it happened at all. Again, you have a premier cybersecurity company making, I'll call it, an unforgivable error.
Mark Lanterman, Chief Technology Officer for Computer Forensic Services, says that error stems from someone pushing a Windows software patch for CrowdStrike's leading antivirus program.
This one file gets installed in a deeply layered folder, and Windows doesn't know what to do with it.
And with countless PCs auto-updating worldwide overnight, they went into a collective blue screen of death spiral until the company finally figured out what it had done.
From the outside, the one thing about this that would seem to be different is that because it wasn't malicious, you could get up and running maybe faster. Is that true?
That's not true. The fix to this is it cannot be done remote, which is why I think we're going to have problems for weeks, not days, not hours, because the fix to this requires an IT person to physically touch that computer and go to a certain directory to delete a specific file.
Even if that takes just 15 minutes per computer, think about how many computers large companies have and how many automatically update software.
Updates are a good thing. In this case, not so much.
Is there any cause for changing that approach? Or is it still really the best practice to auto-install updates because you want to have the latest protection?
I think perhaps moving forward, maybe we should wait a couple of days before we install those software updates. Maybe we shouldn't be so willing to install updates until we see and ensure that they're not faulty or otherwise malicious.
Speaking of that, Lanterman says while CrowdStrike works to make things right,
We're just trying to sort out where that negative interaction was.
he takes issue with one claim the CEO keeps repeating.
It wasn't a cyber attack, it was related to this content update.
I think that if there is an event that knocks our critical infrastructure, including hospitals and airports, that shut their systems down, how is that not an attack? Now, it may not be an intentional attack. It's more of an attack of incompetence. Unfortunately, there is no patch to fix incompetence.
There you go. Speaking of patches, CrowdStrike did deploy a fix this morning, helping some customers avoid these issues if they didn't have computers on or have updates installed automatically. But again, there will still be plenty of blue screens to keep IT managers busy for a long time. Jana.